Yes, thank you so much, Lital, and thank you for making yourself available. We really appreciate that. And you have given us all so much to think about. We so appreciate you sharing your valuable insights on exponential transformation as we challenge ourselves to push beyond limits. Now, everybody, we are going to follow up this engaging keynote with an opportunity for you to ask Lital your questions about some of the patterns and shifts reshaping our business and our world. So please do submit your questions, as you did earlier, by using the chat box on the right side of your screen. And of course, to moderate our Q&A session with Lital, we're going to welcome back Shawn Malhotra. So Shawn, over to you, and Lital, thank you so much for moderating the Q&A.
Thanks again, Ava, and thank you, Lital. Just a fantastic. I was excited kind of coming into it, and I feel even more excited now. It's early in Toronto, and I don't think I need another coffee. That was fantastic. And while people are kind of submitting their questions, I have one to kind of get us started. You talked. I really like that model of technology alone doesn't get you to exponential thinking, right? It's that exponential thinking coupled with the technology that helps you get there. Can you talk about some of the roadblocks that stop organizations from embracing exponential thinking, that stop at just the technology?
Yeah, I think, like you said, and it's a mind shift, and it's really some of the things that I mentioned earlier. So I think a lot of people, and rightfully so, are experiencing this overwhelm from technology. There's a lot to learn. There's so much to learn, and it's overwhelming. So that's one thing that I think blocking people from thinking much bigger, because they realize that they have to learn so much more and they don't always feel that they know everything that needs to be learned. Another thing is kind of building on that is understanding the new structure of business, which is really the big fundamental shift that we're seeing. So understanding not just technologies, but understanding business models. When I talk about business models, I talk about it like the shiny toys. Everyone's kind of like excited about the shiny toys. What's AI, blockchain? But it's not just about the shiny toys. It's about the foundation, the new rules of the playground, which is the new business models that we're seeing emerge now that really define a new way of building a business and a new way of running a business. And that's really at the end of the day, I think what's blocking a lot of people from feeling very free to test things, to try new things. And another big one is probably also failure. I think we talk a lot about fail forward, fail, but in reality, it's not really embraced in the organization. We don't evaluate people based on what they learned. We only evaluate people based on what they achieved. And that's a problem, because when you're trying to experiment, you will fail. It's okay. It's part of the innovation process. No startup has ever started with one idea and succeeded. Amazon for example, is constantly running hundreds of teams that are competing, testing, trying, failing until they nail the right thing. They're world class in innovation. You can criticize them about many things, but you can't criticize them when it comes to innovation. World class. And this is why they are world class. So I think really understanding that failure is part of success. It's not the opposite of success. So I think that's probably some of the key things that are blocking people from really embracing this open mindset, this growth mindset.
And it's such an excellent point.